Cool. I believe we are live. Welcome back. We're back with some more live trading futures. We're trading M&Q live 50k evaluation account. This is road to 1 million in funding. Let's get it. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I've already got my outline of the day, my bias, etc. We'll start on the daily time frame. We're looking at a bullish day. Yesterday we closed above previous day highs. So on the daily, kind of my technical bias is bullish. At the moment, I'm looking at the 4 hour. We are not really delivering from anything. If we look towards Thursday last week, we did sweep lows, data lows, and then kind of took off from there. But as of that, in the kind of last day or so, we're not reacting off any PWAs, no fair value gap on the 4 hour. Neither, I mean, on the 1 hour, we're kind of delivering from, you can see here, we got a nice kind of U shape, pushed up, inversed this fair value gap, and then we came down and filled this imbalance on the way up as well. But other than that, I'm just looking for price to take out this buy side liquidity and then also tap into this 1 hour. Actually, no, it's actually a 4 hour fair value gap. So that's what I'm waiting for today. That's all that's going on. We've hopped on 15 minutes before market open. It is 1:17 in the UK, and then New York Times, we're looking at 9:17. So obviously New York Open is at 9:30. So that's what we're looking at today. So yeah, man. Let me see. Do I need to sort any of this out? We're good. So yeah, you can see earlier on today as well. We got a sweep. I think there was news at around 8:30 this morning as well. So we had a little sweep. You can see we've pushed up. We've taken Friday's higher day. And other than that, I think we're just pushing for these two buy side. So that's what I'm waiting for. I think we took. Oh, actually, yeah, we actually took the first buy side. I guess that's why we're kind of pushing down. Was this a setup? A decent trade setup? I can run through it quickly just to kind of see if it was. So we had a sweep, and then we had a close, decent momentum candle. Yeah, I guess so. It just doesn't look that textbook. After you get a lot of kind of time in the charts, you'll be able to know which is textbook and which isn't. But yeah, so from now, probably just waiting for a retrace into these. We already got one tap, but I want to see us take these protected lows one more time. There we go. Take these protected lows, tap into this fair value gap, and then push up. And yeah, we're just targeting this buy side, this major buy side liquidity. So that's the outlook for the day. Whether we get a setup before New York Open is, usually I don't trade 10 minutes before New York Open because sometimes we get a bit of early like volatility, which I don't want to get caught up in, frankly. But yeah, we are, I think, like 4 for 4 on stream So we haven't actually lost a trade on stream yet. Obviously that's bound to happen sooner or later, but you know, it's good to know that we're on a bit of a winning streak right now. Been taking some good trades, price action has been alright as well, so yeah, I'd even like to see this, so we tap into this fair value gap and move up. In fact, yeah, that's the only thing I'd want to see, if I'm being honest. Yeah. So, if you didn't know, whenever you tap into a fair value gap that's inside discount, that fair value gap is a lot more powerful. 100%, because you know we always know that price will reject off kind of this area a lot of the times. Whenever price retraces, we retrace from the 0.5 all the way through to the 7.5, or you know the 618 is a very common one. So whenever we have a fair value gap around the 618 zone, 7.5 zone, they always hold a lot more power. Same in the premium, you know, if we're looking for a rejection. But if we got a bullish fair value gap, so for example this one here, you can see how this one just did not get respected, and it's the exact reason why we enter off these. So it's pretty simple. Like if you're in the premium and you have a bullish fair value gap, it's less likely to bounce off of it, which is why we use inversion fair value gaps when we're in the premium, like if it's a bullish one, because when we inverse it in the premium, there's higher chance that we just keep pushing down. But we are less likely to inverse a fair value gap like this in the discount, purely because it's in the discount, and again I am bullish, so again as well we probably will reject off that, and if we don't, again that's just one of those things. And then same for the other way around. So if we get a inverse in the discount, it's more likely to work, but it's less likely to reject. For example, this right here, this fair value gap within the discount, and you can see we just inversed it, we didn't reject from it. So yeah, make sure you're able to understand that concept. Yeah, we often see like a drop in momentum just before market open. You can see it's 923. I always see it like you see just these last kind of 8 candles, how we've just had a nice, not a nice, really just a kind of sudden drop in momentum compared to the rest of the candles. That's mainly due to the anticipation of 930. I'm gonna have a look at the sessions, just to see. London session was kind of active. Asia session, we took Asia lows, which is why we're quite bullish in my opinion. But yeah, a decent London session, I guess. Not the most active though. And then Sydney. But yeah, taking Asia lows a lot of the times does mean we will end up taking Asia highs, which in this case it does. But whenever we take Asia lows, we always want to anticipate, especially on M&Q, that we take Asia highs as well. Yeah, and we took New York high yesterday, and then obviously we're pushing for London high. So yeah, that high that we're kind of targeting is London high, and we're just delivering from a 15-minute as well. So yeah, I'm very, very bullish right now. Very bullish. There's only one way to it. Yeah, pretty simple. Take Asia lows. We've gone on to take New York highs from yesterday, and then we're pushing onwards to London highs from Wednesday. So, very big liquidity pool. We're within a 15-minute, which is probably not going to inverse. Inside a 5-minute, inside a 1-minute, which is trying to inverse, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully this 30 seconds just kind of, even if the 1-minute inverses, we've still got a 5-minute that is definitely going to hold. 2-minute, we've got a 10-minute and a 15-minute and a 30-minute. So even if the 1-minute doesn't inverse, you know that the 5-minute won't. So We've also got a 5-minute fair value gap. Looks pretty good in my opinion. If we get this inverse, I might take my first trade on the 5-minute on stream. But yeah, I've said it before, I don't actually like taking trades on 5-minute time frame. But it might be what we want to do in this case. But yeah, if we wanted to get in this, it'd have to be a strong push through that. Alright, 4 minutes to market open. Hopefully we see something good. Yeah, we inverse it, but that's okay because we still have the 3-minute and the 5-minute to react. So yeah, very bullish, very bullish. 3 minutes left. I want to see a push up. I really, I wouldn't mind. Okay, yeah, looks like we're gonna get a bearish move in market open. To me, that was the only thing that was gonna get this. That was gonna stop this fair value gap from rejecting. That's by getting a strong push from market open to the downside. We have decent sell side below though, so we should be able to have enough volume to aim for these London highs again. So if you're wondering why we're kind of pushing down, we've actually taken major buy side liquidity before the London high, which is why we're kind of reacting to that. Check for some SMTs on the 15-minute. Did we take? No. Oh, okay. This is. Did we take this? Or are these equal? I don't think these are equal. Oh shoot, we could equalize, so there's not an SMT, but good morning, my bro. Nah, not any trades yet. We're waiting for market open. Yeah, we're waiting for market open. I think it's literally just hit 9:30 just now. Waiting for market open, but the outlook for today is bullish. We might get a bearish move from market open, but pretty simple really. We took Asia lows this morning, and yeah, the targets are London higher from Wednesday. You can see we've just taken major buy side from Wednesday last week, which is why we're getting a slight push down, but I'm hoping that we reject off these 15-minute fair value gaps. If we do close below, I'm gonna wait for us to drop down to around here to get a reversal from that sell side liquidity. So yeah, no trade yet, bro. go. This is the rejection I want from market open. Yeah, this is the rejection I want. But yeah, if anyone's just joining, because I know people come and go on the stream, so if you just join and you want to know like what the outlook is, what the bias is, what the plan is for today, just drop a chat, because I don't really know when to explain. I can explain it a million times if I need to, just for people to understand what the outlook is. But pretty much it's bullish. We're bullish for the day. We're targeting London highs from Wednesday. We just took Asia lows today. Yeah, we're waiting for a rejection from the 15-minute, 5-minute. We inversed on this 1 minute, so we inversed this fair value gap. But I'm not too worried about that. I'm actually just waiting for a rejection from these, 15-minute, which we are getting at market open. So yeah, there we go. That's what we want. It's annoying. I don't really like market open, especially when we've dropped into a discount, because a lot of times we push and we go into more premium range, which is annoying because it kind of eliminates any possibility of trades down here in a more premium zone. But now realistically, I'm waiting. Maybe we can go take some of this LRLR, take that, drop into a more discounted range, into a fair value gap, and then get some sales up to this buy side. That's the plan. Well, we'll see, isn't it? We'll see. There's also untapped 4-hour fair value gap above as well, so that's another reason why. But yeah, potentially see some of this LRLR get taken, get a reversal back down into a more discounted range, into a fair value gap or something, get a rejection off of that, and maybe we can enter a trade down here. Obviously market open just kind of eliminated any opportunities for a trade in a more discounted range with this price leg, but we can hope for a recycle of that. But yeah, again, we're just trying to get trades, buys, longs up to this buy side liquidity, which is London high from Wednesday last week, and there's also untapped 15-minute untapped 4-hour fair value gap above as well. So those are our options so far. That is the outlook for today. This isn't the cleanest LRLR, but it's LRLR at the end of the day. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so this is LRLR trendline liquidity. So we're gonna see if we take majority of this. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any longs up here just because we're too far into this. We're too far into premium to be taking longs from there. Way too far into premium. Again, if you're just joining, let me know if you want to outlook of the kind of bias for today, the targets, etc., and the thinking behind it, because I know it helps for people to understand my thought process behind my bias for the day. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, if we took out Wednesday's high, so if we took out Wednesday London high, shorts would be good. Shorts would be good, but we have to be aware we do have a very large untapped 4-hour fair value gap above. So depending on how far we trade into that, yeah, shorts would be good. But again, like you said, you're very, yeah, exactly. We're not taking no trades until we take. Oh, there we go. We took buy side. Yeah, so shorts would be valid now. I wouldn't take any shorts until we trade further into that 4-hour. But yeah, you're right, exactly. So people need to understand that we don't, whatever our target is, whether that's buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity, we want to make sure we're able to wait until we've taken buy side or sell side before we're trading in the other direction. And you spoke about forming SMT. We're gonna have a look. Do we have SMT? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have an SMT for a while. Whether or not it's valid yet, we'll have a look. There we go, trading straight into that 4-hour. So yeah, sometimes market open does trade in your favor, bro. Like obviously, I would have preferred it to not be as volatile. So maybe we could have got a long to that buy side, but you're not always gonna get what you want in that sense. So we just gotta adapt now. So we have some momentum imbalance below. So we have fair value gap there. We have buy side. Yeah, so this fair value gap, the inverse here, honestly, unless we got a very, very high volume candle through this fair value gap, I would not take it, just because I feel like I have the market experience to see that we haven't traded far enough into this 4-hour. We're probably still gonna push. There's a lot of momentum in the other direction. I just want to speak about that. Whenever we have like a big push up, a small fair value gap like this, and then kind of like a small move down, we're probably still bullish, bro. You want to wait for price to kind of calm down and collect the other side of the market a bit more. I don't know. So now we've taken buy side. We want to look at our next target of the day. For me, obviously, it was just this 4-hour fair value gap. I wanted to trade. We'll see whether or not it stays within the consequent encroachment, or sorry, below the consequent encroachment of it. Obviously, that's very important. Let me just make sure we're lined up. So yeah, if we're kind of trading down below the consequent encroachment of that 4-hour fair value gap, we're probably going to reverse or reject, but we're going to keep an eye on that. We are forming an SMT on the basis of MES not taking Wednesday's high, but we have one M&Q, so we're gonna have a look at that. Usually wait for a big wick candle before I look for a sell if price goes up 100 points and vice versa. Yeah, so you do IFEGs, yeah. I mean, I trade IFEGs. I think for me, I've had the most success in it. I've been trading IFEGs for about a year now. Trading in general for like 3 years, but IFEGs usually for me are the best. Really good. Obviously, you refine your strategy as much as you can. I'll show you. I have a checklist with all the kind of entry models and all the entry criteria and the confluences for it. And this is it pretty much here in a nutshell. I don't know how similar this is to yours, but after hours and hours of back testing, and we look at these as our entry models. Yeah, I mean the big wick candles you're talking about, yeah, they can be a good sign. So if we take, for example, and there's actually an example from earlier today, if I just go find that real quick. So when you see a candle, I don't know if this is what you mean by a big wick candle, because for me, this candle is a thank you for the liquidity wick. This pretty much tells you, yeah, we've taken liquidity. So you see this low here, This is a protected low. We've taken liquidity clearly, especially because we've wicked below it, and then within that same 1 minute time frame, we've just completely reversed after taking sell side liquidity and shifting sell side. I mean manipulation leg, by the way, the might correct time for a big way. Yeah. So like this, pretty much, yeah. It's a very good, So for example, if we got an IFEG here, that would have been us getting, delivery from a fair value gap, liquidity sweep, and then if we kind of refer to this, we would have had momentum. Momentum meaning the volume that we have within the candle and how fast it's moving up, and just how much conviction that candle shows, if you know what I'm trying to say. Premium discount, so we need to be in a premium to sell, and then a discount for longs. Singular fair value gap, it can't be fair value gaps like one after the other. We can't tap into another fair value gap but close above another one, if you know what I'm trying to say. Good drawn liquidity, so we need to have good drawn liquidity above, so we need to have obvious highs, intermediate term highs, we need to have protected highs, equal highs, or any confidence above, untapped 4 hour, stuff like that. We need to have bias, so we need to have our narrative drawn before we've even thought about taking trades. So we can't be saying, okay, I'm longing for today, I'm bullish, and then we see a short setup and we take it. That's very kind of, you need to have a narrative before you hop on the charts, which is as soon as I hopped on the charts today, as soon as I hopped on live, I created myself a narrative and I kind of said it: premium term, long term, premium discount, long term, and then short term. Obvious fair value gap, it can't be just like a tiny fair value gap, it can't be like this small. It needs to be like, if you stand 10 feet away from the screen, would you be able to tell that it's a fair value gap, is what I mean. SMT, that's a bonus. Macro times, of course, trades in the macro times are higher success rate, and then V-shaped recovery. V-shaped recovery is pretty much, it's just a very clean recovery, if you know what I mean, which is kind of shaped in a V-shape. And see, this is exactly what I mean. This happens all the time. Whenever so I literally said this, and this just comes from screen time. Whenever you get a price leg that's pushed up like this, due to, I don't know, a news event, or in this case, it wasn't really, in this case, market open. Whenever you get a leg like this, I do watch Dodgy DD, bro. That's really where I learned my stuff from. I learned from him. I kind of took in his stuff. Obviously, I'd known about IFEGs before, watched the whole of ICT mentorship, and then after I watched him, I saw the way he traded and the way he kind of used IFEGs, watched a lot of his backtesting sessions, and then I kind of just refined it for myself, which is pretty much the same as what he does, though. You can see I'm in his Discord, so yeah, I don't pay for it. I don't pay for his Discord. I don't need to watch him live stream. I live stream myself. Yeah, people need to look into him. I've been trying to put him on my friends and shit, so yeah, I'm all here. So yeah, you can see targeted the same thing as me. He's literally just put this in the discount now. Sorry, in the Discord now. See, targeting those Wednesday London highs. They were the data highs on Wednesday that we were all trying to target. I don't know if you traded last Wednesday. Yes, Gaza, I do have a Telegram. I usually do trade recaps, trade reviews, general. We're kind of active on that. Me and my boy kind of created it. But we've got 64 members. A lot of them are quite shy. They don't like to type and shit. But if you wanna, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can join and maybe actually, add some, some more kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction with the Telegram. That'd be great. So I'll go put it in the description. There you go. Join up if you want to, bros. But yeah, like I said, when you get a momentum move up like this, usually, if you just think of it like, if we have someone that's just is running at full speed, right, it's going to take a lot more for him to slow down, compared to if he's running like this. You can see we have no bearish candles in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a very, very strong push up. You see a fair value gap. A lot of the times if we trade down, we're still moving up. We gotta wait for it to relax and it to chill out before we're able to kind of, if we got a very, very strong momentum move, high volume candle, V-shaped recovery, we just swept by side liquidity, it'd still be a bit risky for me, but it'd have to be A++ setup. An A+ setup for me would have to be liquidity sweep, delivery, momentum, short term, singular, good draw on liquidity, bias, premium discount long term, obvious fair value gap, and then V-shape. That would be A+ setup. Macro times and SMT, they're more bonuses. SMT and macro time are more bonuses for me. Cool. So like I said, we're trading below this consequent encroachment of the fair value gap at the moment. We'll have a look and see what this fair value gap does, but whether it holds or inverses. It might be a long trading day today. If you don't know, I trade purely one trade a day. So, you know, some days we don't even get trades. So the way I trade is, I don't know, a lot of people that trade like crypto and do Forex and stuff, I have a couple friends and they, they always telling me like the way I trade is a bit like, it's a bit like crazy. Like, I don't know, it's not crazy for us, for example, because I'm assuming you do the same thing. But a lot of people, they take like 60 trades a day, just like small point trades. Yeah, mark time is a bonus for me. Yeah, being sometimes implicit can perform. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I take trades outside of macro all the time. For me, I don't care if the trade is within macro or not. Obviously, if it's fucking Asia session, some dumb shit like that, then nah, I'm not taking it. But generally, an hour before New York Open, you know, no later than 4 p.m. New York. Yeah, they just scalp. Look, there's nothing wrong with scalping. For me, if it works, it works. I don't, you know, I'm not gonna look down on anyone that scalps or anything. I think it's, you know, I've done everything. I've scalped before. I've done Fibonacci retracements. I've done, you know, 2022 models. You know, obviously we want to make a buy model. I trade twice a day. If I lose one trade because risk. Yeah. So yeah. So for me, the only reason why I trade. So we're getting an inverse here. I'll reply to that in a minute. Yeah. So we are getting an inverse. We're getting an inverse here on this fair value gap. For me, we've traded too far above it. I would want to wait for a better setup today. We do have untapped 1 minute below. If we were to get in this, I might paper trade it. Our break-even point would be here. I don't know. Let me know. Do you use the break-even rule? I think it's the best rule in trading. The best rule in trading to take partials and to go break-even. So we didn't close low. Because I assume the close we're gonna get, as long as it's in premium, we might paper trade this. Yeah. So you see how we've tapped into this fair value gap after let's say if we did close it like here, it'd be invalidated because we've tapped into another one. But yeah, so for me, I trade using like 0.5% risk. It's never like set, but the reason why I do that is because my kind of risk management is if we close, I don't kind of, I don't get stopped out of my trade unless we close back above the fair value gap that we entered off of, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I usually leave myself an extra 0.5% room so that if we do trade too far, you know, if we start pushing up above and we don't close until around up here, I'm able to close it and only lose 1%, if you know what I mean. I wait for load to form so I can take break evens, some more gaps below so it doesn't fit my file. Yeah. Yeah, my bro. Let me drop it in the I thought I dropped it in the. I think I put it in the description. No. Yeah, I just put it in the description, my bro. Let me put it. I'll put it in the chat, bro. Yeah, it's in the chat. Let me know if that works. If it doesn't, I'll try to fix it. But yeah, on the 30-second, I don't really like trading 30 seconds, but on the 30-second, this would have been a good trade. I'm assuming we would have gone inverse somewhere up here. We could have gone break even at this point. Sia or Siatech, I don't really understand what you mean. So you wait for a low to form, or do you mean you wait for a sweep or the next draw on liquidity to take. Yeah, retail traders selling hard right now, bro. Selling hard, putting their stop losses above these highs. It's good that you know about, how that works and how retail traders work. It's a very simple concept. For me, liquidity is the most important thing in the market. It's the most important thing. I talk about it so much, bro. It's like I say the word liquidity like 100 times a day, bro. It is the most important thing. It's the way the market moves. Yeah, it is literally how the market runs, and liquidity is formed by retail traders. You have to think like a retail trader. There's a saying that if you don't know where the liquidity is, then you are the liquidity, literally. But yeah, liquidity is very important. I can run it down for you if you want me to, but I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we've got a nice rejection from this fair value gap. So we've now created a protected low, which is a low inside a fair value gap. I would have liked to settle further down. Nah, I trade Apex right now, bro. This is a nice setup. Didn't get it in there because we're too far into premium, but this is a nice setup. So this is kind of like that V-shaped recovery I'm talking about. We had good momentum. For me, we're too far like trading up into premium right now, so I'm also trying to like keep up with the chat and stuff, even though there's not many people talking, but like there's usually no one on these videos, bro. I need to stay humble. I appreciate you lot tuning in. Big one thing I do. Now I do Apex right now. Do you do Top Step, bro? Let me know how it is, bro. I want to know. Because after I get a couple funded on Apex max allocation, then I'm thinking of Top Step. There's a couple others like My Funded Features, I think it's called. So I want to look at a couple others in due time, but I'm just not sure. How do you like it? You don't trust Apex? Yeah, I've heard quite a few. I've heard quite a few people say that, to be fair, but I've had decent experience with it so far. We'll see. Once we start getting our, once we start adding on to our fundeds and start stacking the bread, we'll see what they say. We will see what they say. Cool, we got guys joining. But yeah, man, if you're joining the Telegram, feel free to like put in your your daily analysis, your trade reviews. I'll be putting in trade reviews. You can see I put a lot in. This was a really nice trade from, I don't even know when this was, Friday. Really nice trade. I believe I took this live. We had literally, this is for me, like this is a setup. Like we had a delivery from fair value gap, really nice inverse, really nice. This is like the V shape I talk about. We had LRLR above to go break even. We didn't actually get stopped out of break even, which is a blessing because usually I do. I put my stop loss just below that break even, and then yeah, it took partials around 1-to-1, and then yeah, let me focus, bro. But yeah. Yeah, so this trade would have been a break-even trade in my opinion. Obviously, the next draw on liquidity for me would have been up here, but because of how high into premium we were, I would have waited, for example, yeah. So because of how high we were, let me just show you what I'm talking about here, just in case people don't understand what I'm trying to say. So you can see this trade entry. So we would have entered on the close, right? So that's how the that's how the model is. We enter off the close of the IFEG. So we've closed this fair value gap, making it an IFEG. We've closed above it. We'd enter off that close. Because we're in premium, right, which is already kind of not ideal, we want to be entering in the discount for a long and then entering in the premium for a short. So because we're in the premium, I'd be more generous with my break even. I'd go break even after a couple, points move up. If we kind of got this set up, let's say further down here, I'd wait for the next draw on liquidity to go break even, but we didn't. So yeah, that trade probably would have been a stop out break even. Yeah, man, I just want to see all-time highs again, bro. You can see we took out all this so sad liquidity in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, typically this kind of look, this model is very, very good. It just takes years of backtesting, hours and hours of backtesting to understand whether this would work or not. And I just had the instinct that it wouldn't. Sometimes, like, you can, with trading, I'd always say, like, you can explain and teach someone technical analysis and teach someone your model to a certain point, to around 50%. They still have to deal with the whole mental side of trading and the whole market experience. Like, you could see a setup that looks A+ based off what your mentor has told you. But in reality, because of some confidences that you don't really understand yet, it's just not an A+, if you know what I mean. It's I don't know if anyone understands what I'm saying. Anyone that's a bit more experienced in trading that will understand that some trades just won't work. Some trades just won't work, and some will. And that's why, like, I don't like when sometimes people take trades and they work and they post it in the group chat and it's like, bro, that was a very silly trade to trade. I don't want you promoting trades that they worked, because there's some trades that should work that don't work. You know what I'm trying to say? And you don't regret taking those trades, and you shouldn't regret taking those trades. But when people promote taking trades that shouldn't have worked, or trades that don't fit their model, or they've not stayed true to their rules, and then it's worked, and then they're now reinforcing bad habits because it worked, if you know what I mean. Yeah, nah, I hear you. I think for me, right, so backtesting is really just going to allow you to understand the model. For me, the most important one, which I'll get to, it depends on what stage you are in your trading. So, for me and my boy, I think when we first kind of were learning this model, we spent like 3 hours a day backtesting. Every single day without fail, we'd sit and we backtest, and that would help us understand the model and just briefly kind of see, we did that for like 3 months straight, and that would help us see like what worked and what didn't work. But when we went into then we'd start forward testing, we'd get on the charts and we'd paper trade. And now we're paper trading, because I'll be honest, you're right, back testing and forward testing, they're very, very different. Being able to see things happen live on the market is the most important thing. And they're definitely very different, back testing and forward testing. So you can't back test and get 100% win rate. You will not, 1,000,000%, you will not replicate that on the live charts, just because it is so different. There's so much more things that play into it. Just knowing how to execute your trades without, kind of getting stopped out early, or just things like that. But seeing your setup and being able to tell if it's a good setup in lifetime without that hindsight, without that like, ooh, I'm just gonna do this. This isn't my money. This isn't it's just easier. And as well, the sitting and the waiting and the just it's quite tedious when you're just looking at price action. But you need to. For me, I always think it's good to be focused on the markets. I usually, if I don't get a trade until the very last moment, I'd be on the charts for maybe like 2.5 hours. I usually stay on from like 1:30 to around 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4. So yeah, let me talk about my narrative then. So we'll create a narrative now, seeing as we're kind of in a strange position. So right now I want to see these protected lows get taken. A lot of the times I see people take trades, bullish trades, and we've got some protected lows, equal lows below, which is a complete no-no. So I want to see these protected lows get taken, and maybe let's see us tap into this 1 minute. And again, I'm looking for longs. I'll be honest. I'm looking for longs. I'm bullish. But if we see a nice short, I don't see much imbalance below. There's a bit of imbalance that hasn't fully created a fair value gap yet. We've still got a long time. We've literally just started another 4-hour candle. We're delivering off a fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap, which is why also we could make cases for shorts. But when you're in kind of, I call it like no man's land. We're not in no man's land that much. I'd say no man's land is when you have 2 large liquidity pools above and below. When I say I'm in no man's land, means we could be bullish, we could be bearish. I want to see either side of the market get taken out before I look at anything else. But I'm gonna go into locked in mode now. I'm gonna actually try to find a trade for today to show you guys, to give you guys something. But yeah, I'm a picky trader. I am a picky trader. I don't take dumb trades. I don't take trades all the time. If you didn't, I want you guys to go. I don't even know what day this was. So this was Thursday. I took this trade, and I pretty much, I took it live on stream, and I pretty much called every single time. So another main kind of point in my model is this setup, right? This really kind of explains my setup a lot. This consolidation that you see here, always, whenever we get a momentum move through a fair value, decently sized fair value gap, it rarely ever fails for me. Rarely ever fails. So if you go on my on Thursday, if you go on the live stream on Thursday, you'll see me call. You know, you guys are gonna see how powerful the consolidation and push out that is. And they had a liquidity sweep as well. Yeah, man, I'm very picky. It's funny because I didn't used to be. It's my boy that's picky, bro. He does not take trades, bro. Like, he's very, very picky. He always makes sure he's, you know, for me, if you're trying not to lose money, you'll make more money in the markets. If you're trying to make money in the markets, that's why I don't talk about no financial aspects of my trading. I don't talk about none of that because I don't want it to be about that. I want it to be more about the technical part of it. But yeah, man, I'm very picky. Very, very picky. But as well, being picky helps you because when you do take a loss, you don't regret the loss because you take a trade that you will take 10 times out of 10. And you can just kind of say, okay, well, I took myself, followed my rules, didn't do anything wrong. I performed well today. I just didn't get nice by the markets. All right, so we have a nice sized fair value gap. We get a delivery from fair value gap, and we've taken protected lows. Lawi, how did you know I was talking about you? You beg. I'm chatting about David, bro. No, I'm joking. This guy's a beg, fam. Thinks he's main character. But yeah, if we inverse this, I like the look of it. For me, I'm using this price leg at the moment. I'm not using this price leg. I'm using this price leg. So we get inverse. We'll get inverse below in the discount. But yeah, I don't mind this consolidation. I don't mind us consolidating down here. I'd also like to see another kind of variation of what I'm looking for is a displacement further down or below this low, tap into this fair value gap as it is untapped, and then maybe get an inverse somewhere down here. That'd be a bit more ideal. No, I actually wouldn't. If it's showing equal lows on is it showing equal lows? No. So if it's showing equal lows, that's actually, for me, that's, well, it's not an SMT. It's actually a red flag for me. Equal lows are very big liquidity pools. I kind of tend to avoid it. I don't look into that. So I use SMT as a bonus. I never use it to decide whether I take a trade or not. So if we get this inverse, nice inverse, so I'm not just going to take any inverse. It'd have to have nice momentum. But if we get this inverse, I'm not going to think back and think, oh, that SMT. I don't use that to decide my trade, if you know what I'm trying to say. I like a bit of LRLR above. So I like the look of this trade. To be fair, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get in this if we do. Probably just target these, take partials quite early on, and then I'd go break even at these highs. That's if we get it. But nah, I never used to be picky, bro. I used to be on the next thing, man. I used to take stupid trades, bro. Still do, man. We still do. I still make mistakes. Far from perfect. I'm just on my grind, bro. Hopefully we get this inverse before we take our break even. That would be great. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen though. But we have LRLR, which I'd love to target. But obviously we're waiting for that inverse. What do you guys think of this entry? If we did get the inverse, I want to get you guys' take on this. If we got this inverse and took this LRLR, sorry, if we got the inverse here, what do you think for this? Yeah, the market is fucking edging, bro. The market is edging everyone right now. That's right, though. Patience, man. Patience, patience, patience. So you see how we've got quite a few long wicked candles. I don't like the look of that, bro. A lot of the times if we kind of reject off a fair value gap and then consolidate and then kind of push through it, I'd still take it. But I really, really don't like the look of it when we get some consolidation, some long wicks. Nah, I will always 1,000,000% get stopped out. I also talk about that all the time in the Telegram. Fucking hell, if it's bad PA, don't take the trade, bro. If it's bad PA, do not take the trade. Because you're basically trading in conditions that don't favor you, so there's no point. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I could paper trade it. It's really, I can. I might just paper trade it. Because why not? Just for the fun of it. Just so I can at least execute something for the stream. Yeah, just targeting this LRLR. I mean, really we're targeting these highs, kind of market open highs, and then probably taking partials at 1-to-1. But yeah, fuck it. If we get the inverse, I'll take it on my paper trade account. I wouldn't be surprised if Dodgy took this. Didn't like the look of it though. I would not be surprised if he took it though. No, that was the day highs. Yeah, no, he didn't. Longs look high, but I can see arguing for both sides. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Kind of in no man's land. Okay, there we go. We'll take this on paper trade. Why not? Why fucking not? But I don't have conviction in this trade, guys. There we go. Alright, so break even. And then we'll take partials. We'll take half partials at like these. And then stop to our break even. That was crazy slippage. Crazy slippage. Yeah, you're very right, by the way, Saya. You're very right. Took out this high. Actually, it doesn't invalidate it for me for a. I don't know. It doesn't reject it for me, really. The reason why it invalidates for me is because of these wicks and how bad the PA was. If we had taken this high, yeah, it invalidates it. But this high, not so much. The order rejected, what? Here's break even anyway, man. I just got mad slippage on that as well, bro. I got really good Wi-Fi. There's no need for that slippage, bro. We're probably going to take out the LRL anyway. Which is why I'm annoyed I didn't get that first inverse, because I had a lot of conviction in that. I always have a lot of conviction in trades with LRL above. It's going to be one of those days, bro. I feel it. I do feel it. But that's okay. That is okay. We also have LRLR on a more kind of wider scale. If we think about these three highs as trendline liquidity. There we go. Go to take that LRLR. Once you watch markets for long enough, you'll be able to understand that things like this just happen. This LRLR will get taken, or at least both two highs or a couple of them. We had, you know. So if I didn't go break even that early, we'd be up taking partials by now. But sometimes the market has other ideas, bro. But I'm gonna draw out the kind of parameters of this trade real quick. We got partials there, we got break even there, and I'm taking partials here, and then I'm leaving a runner to that high. That's what I'm doing. So we got like a half decent setup. Setup that I wouldn't take on my TraderVate account, on my, you know, but a trade that is worth analyzing, drawing out. But yeah, I would, if I took this trade and it failed, I'd be annoyed with myself because I know I don't like taking trades with bad PA. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. How long have I been live for? Literally an hour. That's government, bro. As if I check after just 1 hour. Would have been good if we didn't take out this. Made an overlook as well. Yeah, would have been good. But don't be mad, bro. Like, don't be mad. Like, if you don't take a trade and it, you can see it starts winning, just fucking ignore it. That doesn't mean anything for you, bro. You listen to your rules, and it's not a good trade that you know, it's not a trade that you should have taken based on your rules. I can put so much money. Ayo, how much do you want to bet that Dodgy took this trade? I know for a fact he took it. He's going to put it in the trade recap. He's going to take partials here. He's going to get rest stop out break even. And he's going to be like, partials plus break even. I promise you. This is such a dodgy trade, bro. And he probably took it on the 30-minute as well. So he's talking about, yeah, Ayo, he's talking about this high, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, my bro. Because I would have, the entry would have been here. You're talking about that high. I would have gone break in here, bro. Break even would have been here for me, 1,000,000%, bro. You could go from these, but no, I would have gone break even here. Cause especially because of the PA was horrible, bro. Yeah, he got something on 30-second, but it would have been this same like setup with LRLR above, bro. Watch me. Just watch. Hold up. Let's see. When's he gonna put it in there? I'm trying to be done for the day, bro, personally. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to, yeah. Trying to play some Siege. Getting champ this season, bro. 1,000,000% getting champ. Does anyone in the chat play Siege, bro? Come on now. You would have gone break even at partials point. Yeah, nah, hell nah. You're bugging, bro. Oh, what, you play Siege? You're silver last season. Yeesh. Nah, I can make you better at the game, bro. I can make you better at the game, bro. What, like, but you probably didn't play enough, I'm assuming. Or are you just genuine silver? But everyone starts somewhere, bro. Everyone starts somewhere. That bearish candle work. It actually took out the next candle after the inverse on M and Q. Bro, I just went blank. What did he say? That bearish candle wick. Type shit. It actually took out the next candle after the inverse on M and Q. Oh, okay. I hear you, bro. I hear you. What, are you from UK? Or what? Or is this someone I know, bro? Why do I feel like this is Mohammed, bro? I don't think it's someone I know. Are you from States? Wait, UK or the States? You said yeah. What? Oh, okay, bro. Say no more. Yeah, that might have been the trade for the day. So a lot of the times when I see 2 or 3 trades that either failed or mashed, I usually wait. I usually kind of wait another 30 minutes to an hour and then hop off the charts, because a lot of the times when we see a couple good entries that we haven't taken, not necessarily good, but when we see a couple models happen and that we haven't taken, I usually just hop off, because then that's when FOMO starts kicking in. And when you start getting FOMO, it's just, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Alright, I'm I'm gonna put this on my Telegram for later, just because I like the model. Don't like the price action. I like the model. Would have been partials break even for the day, but life. Yeah, for me, still targeting this these highs that I've called runner. LRLR got taken, as said before. Yeah, but all the PDRAs were good though. We had a delivery, we had a a sweep. Nice momentum inverse, but we just had bad PA. So, is what it is. Yeah, fair enough. Order got rejected, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably stay on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. I'll have it like, yeah, partial break even. Yeah. No, you're right. Exactly. You did take that trade technically. I'm just gonna give it a bit, see if these highs get taken. Good stream. We're getting some interaction, which is nice to see, bro. I appreciate these lots still. Yeah, the Telegram is in the GC, so if you guys are a lot more like into trading, yeah, run into that Telegram. If you want, we can discuss trades, you can discuss, topics, anything you want. I'll put my trade reviews there. We can talk about, anything trading related. And if you play Siege, we can talk about that. Now I'm playing. We saying, bro.
There's a lot to do, bro.
Nah, it was, guys actually active in that. It's kind of Gara, fam. And you actually done for the day, like. I hear it, man. I hear it, bro. Yeah, I hear it.
I'd take on that shit.
Surely you wouldn't take it on that account. How far is it in Jordan?
It's not that far yet, but I just, for some reason...
Copy trade. Copy trade them.
Both of them?
Yeah, fam.
How?
I can show you how you do on Tradeovate. I'll show you how after this, innit? I'm gonna hop off this stream now still. Just because I know if I take trade from now, we will fail. Type shit.